Hello, this is Bhargav Mistri from the Arch College of Design and Business. Today, let's discuss a little about what is universal design. And in order to do so, let's first understand what is design. And then we'll extend it into what universal design would mean. The conception about design these days is that, well, it's to make things look pretty. No, that's not it. Design plays a role in achieving certain functions. Certain functions which are possible through either gadgets, devices, systems, and if it is communication through graphics, through films, and even if you want to go beyond all this, it's even, you can talk about a well-designed dish or a food. Well, so it generally encapsulates everything. Everything, even if you see around us, has a fairly large component of design, whether it is in nature or if it is made by humans. What is universal design? As the word universal suggests, the application of that particular design is meant for a much wider set of users. Like, for instance, there are certain products which are, like, let's say, even bottles or cups, which are meant specifically for certain types of users. Take, for example, kids' cup, which is made for children. Now, this may not have the right dimensions or appeal, or even the aesthetic appeal, for that matter, if you really look closely, to suit a person who is like a fully grown adult. The choice may be different. Now, universality, meaning if you want to make that design for a wider range of people, users, then we have to consider the anthropometrics, the likes and dislikes, the capabilities, the limitations of, and abilities as well as limitations of this entire wide range of people. For example, you may have gone to public spaces where in buildings you may have to climb certain steps to arrive at a certain level. A good design, a universal design, will consider also providing a gradient, a curve, a slope, so that a person with a wheelchair can also access. Likewise, if you take examples of transportation systems, say buses. Now, in order for old people or people with limited abilities, in order to step onto the bus, it may be very difficult. Why? Because the levels are so different. So, universally designed transportation system will make sure that any type of person, whether it's a child or an old man, a person with good abilities or a person with limited abilities, will be able to access it. Let's take another example. Let's say smartphones. Now, smartphones, I mean, it's so obvious, it's so basic that anybody can use it. But think deeper. Can a blind person use a smartphone? There you start thinking again. Will that phone have an ability to, to make it usable even for people with limitations? A person who may not have a fully functional hand, how can that person use a device like a smartphone? So, the whole design changes, or it's not necessarily the physical shape and what comes on the screen and batteries, nothing like that. It's basically how the applications are designed and how they can be accessed by so many different types of people. Like, for instance, even if there are buttons, switches, some of them are so intricate that it requires a great deal of effort and alertness to use them. A universal design will make it such that in any condition you can utilize, you can make use of it. In talk about garments, talk about clothing, there are garments for men, garments for women. Now, there could be garments for like unisexually designed garments. Now, that falls under the category of universal design. Now, in order to pursue this, or in order to be able to design this way, what should be considered? There are several factors. In fact, there are 7 good principles that we need to follow. Like, for example, equitable use, meaning the use of it is over a wide range of subjects. There should be flexibility in its utility, simple to use, it's intuitive, right? Then there are safety margins. There is no tolerance for error, meaning the safety device, the safety features of the system or product should be such that it doesn't, it doesn't betray you or harm you. Low physical efforts required, and so on. It's a very exciting and interesting subject, and it goes into great details. So, welcome to the world of universal design. A very exciting career, definitely. A very exciting subject because of the challenges that it gives us. And in order to really go into the details, we'll have to take each of these aspects of basic design in such great details that a wider range of users are covered. And we have special course in that. So I welcome you to join that. This is Bhargav Mistri signing off for the time being from the Arch College of Design and Business. See you soon. Thank you.